Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia and I am a mom of 3 small children. Lydia is 5, Eliza is 3.5, and Mary Jo is 7 months. We have our yard getting mowed today, so it might get a little loud outside. I'll try to keep my voice as loud as I can without waking up the baby. So today I wanted to share with you my busy stash. This is what I keep on hand, different things, so that way my kids can stay busy and screen free. I have in the past been very bad about letting my kids sit and watch TV to keep themselves busy so I can get stuff done, and I just don't like it because 1, it's not good for their brain, and 2, it really affects their behavior and just kind of sets us back a lot. And so right now, so over time what happened is I just collect different things, art supplies, games, all sorts of puzzles, different little things that help them to be occupied, and they use them in ways I never would have thought. So I'm going to show you now where I keep those and how I use them so that way my kids can stay busy without screens. So up here, this is where I keep all of my stash. It used to be a craft stash because I had a bunch of stickers and paint and markers and glue and paper and all that, but it has since evolved because I've collected things that people have given me or the thrift store stuff, and so I'm going to take these out and show you. I'm not going to take the stuff up here out because it's just kind of a pain to put back, and you can pretty much see what I have. In that white basket I have a bunch of little puzzle boxes. They're about I think 25 to 40 pieces, and so my kids can do those. You can get them at Dollar Tree for $1 and they are win for little ones. My kids like Hi-Ho Cheerio, Chutes and Ladders, and there's Candyland, and they don't even play with them. They just like playing with the pieces. And then of course these floor puzzles right here, the 2C ones, and then the ABC train. I keep this for Play-Doh, which is in this bag. There's like cookie cutters and stuff in here, which is great. The water mat, and then there's 2 Mr. Potato Heads in that basket. Blocks, they love wooden blocks. And then these right here are Jenga things, Jenga blocks, which they don't even play Jenga. They actually just use them to build stuff with. That dress is up there because someone left it out and someone slipped on it, so that dress is in timeout. But got a ton of Legos up here. So real fast, these are the shelves cleaned out. I keep all my books back here, and I actually need to go through these again because I think they're piling up and we have a little bit more than I want. And this is a map of the USA that I bought at the thrift store. My kids love little puzzles like this, and they're so educational, so good for them, and they learn about different things. This is just a traditional office paper sorter rack thing, and I just use it to keep like, I got this, I think I got this at the Dollar Tree for $1, and I just buy this colored paper, and they can color on it, they can cut it up. It's really great. I found this foam stuff and it looked interesting. I still haven't really used it, but I'm sure one day I will. I like to keep gift tissue paper, the stuff you put in gift bags in there, and then I have this felt. I haven't used it, but I actually want to use it for a sewing project. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. And then I just keep some little thrifted baskets on hand. These are great for like crowns or beads or buttons, small pieces. You can put them in there, or your kids can, while they're cutting, they can put their trash in there, and then it just makes it easy to take it to the trash can and dump it out. So these little baskets like these are great. And I think this actually was something, it was like a threading thing someone gave us from Target Dollar Spot, and the strings were here and the little cards were here. So just keeping little stuff like this is really good because you can put small parts in it, and it makes it a lot easier to move, so you don't have to carry a bunch of different things. So the first thing that I wanted to talk to you about were stickers. My kids love stickers, and I have like all of these. I don't have as many because they actually went through them yesterday and just used several sheets of stickers, but they're really good for fine motor skills. Last year when COVID hit and everything shut down where we lived, I actually just gave my kids stickers, particularly my second child, and they would just sticker after sticker, and it can get kind of annoying because it can get all over the floor, but if you can just get beyond that, your kids will love it, and you can just treasure the quiet that you have to do other stuff and not feel guilty about screen time. Tip, just so you know. So I also have a box of just school supplies. So we have erasers, we have pencils. I keep my color pencils and my crayons as well in little boxes like this. So that way I can just take them out and give them to my kids. I don't have to worry about the boxes getting broken. And it's just a lot easier because these are more sturdy than the other ones. I also have boxes of scissors. I have these little, well, this one's broken, but we have these, I have several pairs of regular scissors, and then I also have the ones that cut like zigzags and different shapes out. And then as well as these, my kids like playing with these for like transfer from one thing to another. These are, I think these are for like a salad bar, but they like these as well. And then we have an ink pad. I have stamps. I actually have little stamps in a different one. I'll show you in just a second. But for stuff like that, because I also have washable markers that my kids are starting to play with, and for a long time I just wanted to use colored pencils and crayons because I didn't want them to get on their clothes. So this month what I did, I went to Amazon and I found this 2-pack of these cute little art smocks. They're a little bit too big for my second child. She's kind of petite for her age. So oops. So I just got these little clips from the Dollar Tree, and then they clip on the back and they hold it close to her body so she can't drop anything down her top. So also we have these mini little chalkboards, and then of course you can get chalk from the Dollar Tree, and we usually do these outside though because my kids like to just go really hard and they get dust everywhere, so we do these outside. And we also have washable markers. Here's something that I haven't done before, but I think is a good idea. I saved some of the large Easter eggs from their Easter egg hunt this year. And this summer, what I want to do is put little things in them. I haven't decided if I'm going to do like a scavenger hunt or just put a bunch of little candies in them for them to go out and find. But I think Easter egg hunts are so much fun, and I think they would really like it throughout the year, or even hide it out throughout the house. So I saved these, and I'm actually probably going to keep these out so I can do that this week. Here's some other odds and ends. Of course, we have paint. We have the chalk for the boards. I have a ton of crayons. I got these on sale clearance at Kroger for 49 cents a couple months ago. We have the stamps. These are little craft boxes from the Dollar Tree. I don't think they have this exact color anymore because I got this a few years ago, but if you go to their craft section, you can find it. Beads are really fun for kids. If you want to work on fine motor skills, give them a pipe cleaner, because it's not like if you give them a string, the string could fray, or it goes limp like a noodle. So if you give them a pipe cleaner, it stays standing and the kids can just string them on there. Again, when COVID hit, my kids did this and it was really good for their fine motor skills, and then they can make a little necklace out of it if they want to. Another really good one is having them string buttons on the pipe cleaner. So this last box that I want to show you has some things that I made in it. I went to Dollar Tree and I bought these little file folders for them. And what I did is I found a list of sight words. I did these 3x3 and I printed off 2 copies, well 4 copies I guess, because I made 2 sets. So 4, so I printed off this and then I laminated it, and then I laminated the other one and I cut it up into single sight words. So I put them in a bag so they don't lose them, and then they can just match the sight words up, and they really like that. Like, it was a fun little puzzle for them. So you can, if you have a printer and a laminator, or you can go somewhere, I think office supply stores do it, you can go make those on your own and keep those in a little stash for your kids. And my kids know where to go to get these. This one's for Eliza, the other one's for Lydia. And I want to make one with maps too, like regions of the US, and see how that goes. I think that would be really fun for them. I bought these off of Amazon. These are ABC magnets, and so sometimes when they're bored, I'll just hand this to them and they can go and play with it. I haven't done it since we started doing phonics and ABCs, but I think that I could probably give this to them and they could start spelling out different words, different sounds, and be like, Mommy, what does this say? Or we could practice for ABCs. And these actually have different ones. They actually have flashcards too, so they could practice like, you know, spelling out different words like fish or what have you. Lots of good uses for ABC magnets. Another good one are paper clips. I think I bought these paper clips for like office use. Again, during COVID, I was kind of desperate. Oops. But during COVID, I was kind of desperate. During the shutdown, I was kind of desperate. And so I gave these to my kids and I was like, go to town. And they made necklaces out of them and they wore them around for a few days. So that was really fun. Again, fine motor skills, concentration, attention to detail, lots of good skills through stringing paper clips. Flashcards. My kids really like flashcards. I don't use them with them, but sometimes just handing them these, they'll just play with them for a while. I don't know if it has any value, but it keeps them busy. This is a memory game that one of my daughters got for her birthday back in January, I think. And it's just one of those memory games and they like playing with it. I haven't played with them officially, but sometimes I'll just give it to them. I think they just like playing with the cards. I found this at the thrift store and I have another one in the other room that I'm not gonna go get, but my kids really like these journals. I just picked them up randomly thinking we would use them and they really did. So if you can see, my 5-year-old, almost 5-year-old, went through and just scribbled like she was writing a book, and she tells me this story about, Mommy, this is what happened, and this was a mom Christmas tree bug, and she's just telling me this elaborate story that she's writing. So it was a neat little thing, and they've drawn and written all kinds of stuff in here. You can see, oh, and she likes cutting stuff too. Good skill, scissors. She really likes cutting, so that's what they do. This is just, I guess, her practice book that she plays with. So, of course, we have your traditional coloring books. I have a couple of these. A lot of these I get from the Dollar Tree. Some people give me stuff. I save a lot of stuff that people give me. The other one are these. These are paint with water. You just get the brush, and then as you paint, it becomes, I don't think we have any finish in here, but it looks like a watercolor picture. It's pretty neat. The girls love it. Just, these are worksheets. When my oldest was 3, which would have been 2 years ago this fall, she started, it was kind of like preschool, but it was like a Mother's Day out. And because they missed so much last year during the pandemic, the lady that runs it just gave me all her workbooks, and so I took all the pages out and put them in a manila folder, so that way if the girls get bored or they just kind of need something to do, I'll give them these and this will keep them busy for a little bit. My mother-in-law sent me this. This is finger paint pad paper. I got this a few years ago, but this works great. We don't always use it for paint. We do use it for like if they are painting like a statue or something like that. I will put this down to keep the paint from getting on the table. Or like the other day I gave them the markers and they were coloring with them, and I gave it to them on this paper. And so this paper works, and then they cut it up. And this paper just works good for all situations. And then lastly, I found this at a yard sale. It was kind of at the bottom of a box and she was about to close, and I asked her how much she wanted for it and she was like, just take it, I'm over it. And that's my stash. I hope you found something that you can use. If you have any ideas or things that you use that I haven't mentioned, I would love to hear what you have to say, because we could all learn from each other. So thank you for watching and I hope you have a good day.